Good evening, everyone. It is November 28th, 2023, and we finally got a little bit of a range going. Now, this was not any sort of immediate excitement here. Let's throw on the futures. Let's get rid of all that crap. 5-minute chart sounds good. We spent the morning. Look, this is what I was thinking. We'd broken the prior day's low, wherever that is, somewhere around here, right? Yeah, somewhere around here, 55-ish, maybe 55 half. We broke that in the morning. I think technically it was the world's smallest gap down of one tick, and after we did that, we just churned in this like 7 or 8 point range for an hour. And what I was seeing was that the CVD, the cumulative volume delta, was slowly rising while price was staying pretty stagnant. So to me, this was looking like a failure to accept lower and that we were going to get some sort of squeeze going. Now, for some data-based reasons, I wasn't interested in taking these squeeze long, but at least I knew to get out of the short. I was short 55, I think, right here, and then I broke even on it after, whatever, getting about 5 points in the money. Up here was where I got short again at 66-ish. The idea being that it's pretty rare, like, if you go up here on the S&P chart, it's pretty rare that we break both a prior day's high and low. I mean, you can just look at it right here. Most of the time, you're just going to break one or the other. It's kind of rare to break both. Now, perhaps it was a mistake on my part, given that yesterday's range was something like, I don't know, what was it, like 15 points or something? Here's the high, here's the low, 14 and a half points. So perhaps that was my mistake, was relying on that info when the range was so small. So I took a partial loser there, and then I was looking for a short at 78 based off the trapped inventory from last week's run up, this breakout where we trapped individuals and sold off hard. I was unable to get filled, missed it by 3 ticks, and then took a final long off of 55 up to up to here. I think that was the high tick, 63 3/4 was my exit here. And then we got this nice little squeeze into the close, and right now during Globex looks like we're heading higher. We're already trading above value area high, this blue number. The NASDAQ is also trading well above value area high, 16,028. We actually closed above value area high, and we've already pushed above the prior day's high. I am still, unfortunately now, I am still short the NASDAQ off of 16,000. And my stop is 16,090, so it looks like I'm almost definitely going to get stopped here. The idea was that the bond yields were up, the dollar was down, yet the NASDAQ was failing to get any sort of follow-through to the upside yesterday. Yesterday closed pretty much red on the futures. It did close red. Clearly that's been negated now. So, how am I looking at this? Well, for the about millionth time, we've managed to hold this 45, 55 sort of area. You can see it, 1, 2, 3, 4 times in the afternoon. That's where we broke out of. To me, unfortunately, the trade looks to be up until we can get some solid confirmation on the downside. This thing just appears to be floating back up. So for tomorrow, I believe I'm going to have to be bullish. We got some data coming out pre-market. We got the GDP quarter over quarter coming out, and then we got Basebook at 2 p.m. So as far as how I see it is, we need to wait for the data. If we get some sort of gap down, some sort of move down below the prior day's low, this thing is a short down to, I don't know, let's call it 45. Yeah, these look nice, kind of 45.35-ish down to 45.25, the prior week's low. That's in the spot I've been harping about since Sunday night's video. 35 to 25. I'd look for a break of last week's low. However, if we open anywhere above that, if we're unable to really even flush, whatever this is, 45, 60 to 65, if we can't really get into that value area low at 53 and 3/4, if we can't get into this sort of area here, I think the trade is higher. I think the trade is to run these highs, run the last week's highs, and I don't know, 4,600-ish, 4,590, 4,600. I'm not sure. In terms of zones, this is how I'm looking at it. Here's the NASDAQ on the cash. This is the breakdown area. Above is the break up area, which I believe we're pretty much trading in right now. Yeah, here was the kind of start of Globex and breaking upwards. So, and I don't want to be fading this area. I think instead it's a breakout zone, and we get into last week's high somewhere around here. S&P, not too different. Here's the cash. This is, again, that breakdown area around 53, 55, somewhere around that. Here is kind of like, whatever this is, 63-ish probably, 65, something like that. And again, you can see kind of a start of Globex ramping upwards. And again, I don't want to be fading these highs. Instead, I think we break out further upwards. That's how I'm looking at this. Currency-wise, where's my currency chart? Oops. Canadian dollar moving upwards. Where is the dollar index? Dollar index continuing to fall down. That's bearish. Bearish U.S. dollar is bullish. The other currencies, it's bullish. Equities, and that's what we're getting, right? So far in this futures session, dollar's down 0.23%. The indexes are moving up accordingly. The other currencies are also moving up accordingly. The 6C is the one I am long, and possibly going to run into a bit of a problem here at 0.7393, somewhere around there. That's all I really have. I'm forced to be bullish. As long as this thing can't move further down, I'm forced to be bullish. I'm forced to be bullish. I'm fine posting this because Jason posted it publicly to the... Where the hell's the chart? Did I lose it? Because Jason posted it publicly already. There we go. NASDAQ. Check this out. Here are our retail longs, are this yellow line. And if we can do this, you can see it's the highest since December 2020. So retail has really piled in long on the NASDAQ. And that's why I'm so hesitant to believe that we're going to keep pumping. But intraday, sure. I'll take the longs as I see them. Anyway, hope that helps. Hope that makes sense. Have a great night. Trade safe.